everyone, and welcome back to Easily Speak English, the podcast where we help you speak naturally, build your confidence, and learn the real English that native speakers actually use. I am your host, Maya.
And I am Alex. Hello, Maya, and a huge warm welcome to all our amazing listeners around the world. We are so happy you are here with us today.
We really are, Alex. Today, we are tackling a topic that comes up in almost every English conversation, job interview, or first date. The topic is how to describe your personality in English like a native speaker.
Oh, this is a great topic because let's be honest, Maya. When someone asks, what is your personality like? What is the first word most English learners say?
Oh, I know this one. They say, I am nice, or maybe I am good, or I am happy.
Exactly. I am nice. Now, nice is a perfectly fine word, but if you use it to describe your entire personality, it is a little bit boring. It does not paint a clear picture. If I say, Alex is nice, you do not really know anything about me.
That is so true. Nice could mean you are polite, or it could mean you are quiet, or it could mean you give people gifts. It is too vague. Today, we are going to help you upgrade your vocabulary. We will move past the basic words and teach you the rich, descriptive, native-level phrases that will make your English sound incredibly natural.
Yes, and do not worry, we will keep it simple and easy to understand. We will break everything down step by step. But before we dive into these personality upgrades, we want to ask you for a small favor.
Yes, please. If you want to improve your English with us, please take a second to subscribe to Easily Speak English. Click the like button and share this episode with a friend who is also learning. It truly helps our community grow.
We also love hearing from you. So as you listen today, think about your own personality. We will have a special question for you at the end of the episode to answer in the comments. Okay, Maya, let us start with our first upgrade.
Let us do it. Upgrade number 1, moving beyond friendly.
Okay, so instead of just saying, I am friendly, what are some better, more specific words we can use?
Well, it depends on how you are friendly. For example, if you love meeting new people, you love going to parties, and you get energy from being around others, a great native word is outgoing.
Outgoing. O-U-T-G-O-I-N-G. I love that word. It sounds very positive and energetic. So instead of I am friendly, you can say I am a very outgoing person.
Exactly. Another fantastic phrase is approachable. A-P-P-R-O-A-C-H-A-B-L-E.
Approachable. What does that mean exactly?
It means you look friendly and easy to talk to. If someone is approachable, strangers feel comfortable walking up to them and starting a conversation. They have a warm smile and open body language.
Ah, I see. So if I am at a networking event or a new English class, I want to be approachable. I could say, my friends say I am very approachable, so people often ask me for help.
Perfect! That sounds incredibly natural. Now, what if you are the opposite? What if you are not outgoing at all? Many learners say, I am shy.
Yes, shy is okay, but it can sometimes sound a little negative, like it is a weakness. How can we describe being quiet in a positive native way?
Great question. Instead of shy, you can say you are reserved. Reserved. It means you are quiet and you do not show your feelings openly, but it is a calm, dignified quietness. It is not a bad thing at all.
I like that. I am a bit reserved at first, but once you get to know me, I talk a lot. That is a very honest and mature way to describe yourself.
Yes, and another beautiful word for quiet people is observant. Observant. It means you pay close attention to details and you like to watch and listen before you speak.
Oh, that is a wonderful reframe. Instead of saying, I am shy and I do not talk much, you can say, I am very observant. I like to listen and understand the situation before I share my opinion.
Wow, that makes you sound wise and thoughtful, not shy. That is the power of upgrading your vocabulary.
It really is. Okay, let us move to upgrade number 2, moving beyond hardworking.
Yes, hardworking is a very common word, especially in job interviews, but it is a bit overused. Everyone says, I am hardworking. Let us find some stronger alternatives.
How about dedicated? Dedicatted.
I love dedicated. It means you are fully committed to a task or a purpose. For example, I am very dedicated to my English studies. I practice for 30 minutes every single day, no matter what.
That is a strong sentence. Another great word is reliable. Reliable.
Reliable is one of the best compliments you can give someone, or give yourself. It means people can trust you to do what you say you will do. If you are reliable, you are on time, you finish your work, and you keep your promises.
Exactly. In a job interview, instead of saying, I am a hardworking employee, you could say, I am a highly reliable team member. If I say I will finish a project by Friday, I will get it done.
That sounds so professional and native. Now, here is a fun, informal idiom for hardworking people. You can say, I am a go-getter.
A go-getter. I like the energy of that phrase. It means you are ambitious, you take initiative, and you do not wait for other people to tell you what to do. You just go and get the job done.
Yes, I am a go-getter. When I see a problem, I immediately look for a solution.
That is fantastic. Okay, Maya, we have covered friendly and hardworking. What is our third category for today?
Upgrade number 3, moving beyond funny or serious.
Oh, this is a good one. Many people want to say they have a good sense of humor, but I am funny can sometimes sound a little arrogant, like you were bragging.
Yes, it can. So, how do we say we like to laugh without bragging? A very common and natural native phrase is, I have a good sense of humor.
I have a good sense of humor. That is perfect. It is humble and clear. You can also say, I am quite playful, or I love to make people laugh.
And if you want to use a great native idiom, you can say, I do not take myself too seriously.
Ooh, I love that. I do not take myself too seriously. It means you can laugh at your own mistakes. You are relaxed and you are easy to be around.
Exactly. Now, what about the opposite? What if you are a very serious person? Instead of saying, I am serious, which can sound strict or boring, you can say, I am very focused, or I am detail oriented.
Detail oriented. That is a fantastic professional word. It means you pay close attention to the small parts of a task. I am very detail oriented, so I always double check my work for mistakes.
Beautiful. Now, Alex, we have learned some great individual words, but native speakers do not just list adjectives like a robot. I am outgoing. I am reliable. I am detail oriented. That sounds unnatural.
You are absolutely right. So this brings us to our fourth section, native speaker sentence tricks. How do we put these words together naturally?
Trick number 1 is using softening language. Instead of saying I am, which can sound a little absolute or arrogant, native speakers often say I tend to be or I can be a bit.
Let us hear an example.
Instead of I am shy, you can say I tend to be a bit reserved in large groups, but I am very talkative with my close friends.
That is so much better. I tend to be. It shows self-awareness. It means usually this is how I am, but I can change depending on the situation. Another one is I can be a bit. For example, I can be a bit stubborn when I believe I am right.
Yes, stubborn is another great personality word. It means you do not like to change your mind. Admitting I can be a bit stubborn makes you sound very honest and human.
Trick number 2 for sounding native is using the phrase, I am the kind of person who.
Oh, I use this all the time. It is a fantastic way to introduce a longer description. For example, I am the kind of person who always plans everything in advance. Or, I am the kind of person who loves trying new foods.
It flows so well. I am the kind of person who. It invites the listener into your world. Let us try one more trick. Trick number 3, using common personality idioms.
Yes, idioms make you sound incredibly fluent. Here are 2 of my favorites. The first one is down to earth.
Down to earth. DOWN to EARTH. What does that mean?
It means you are practical, realistic, and humble. You do not act like you are better than other people, even if you are very successful.
That is a wonderful compliment. My boss is very successful, but she is very down to earth. She always asks me about my weekend.
Perfect example. The second idiom is I wear my heart on my sleeve.
Wear my heart on my sleeve. That is a very visual idiom. It means you do not hide your emotions. If you are happy, everyone knows. If you are sad, everyone knows. Your feelings are easy to see.
Exactly. I am very emotional. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I cry at almost every movie.
I know that feeling. Okay, Maya, we have covered so much amazing vocabulary today. Outgoing, approachable, reserved, observant, dedicated, reliable, go-getter, down to earth, and wearing your heart on your sleeve. Plus, the sentence tricks. I tend to be, I can be a bit, and I am the kind of person who. We really have. But to make sure this sticks in our listeners' brains, let us do a quick vocabulary vault review. I will say a basic, boring word, and Alex, you give us the native level upgrade. Are you ready?
I am ready. Hit me with the basic words.
Okay, basic word number 1, nice.
Upgrade, approachable, or down to earth.
Basic word number 2, shy.
Upgrade, reserved, or observant.
Basic word number 3, hardworking.
Upgrade, dedicated, reliable, or a go-getter.
Basic word number 4, funny.
Upgrade, I have a good sense of humor, or I do not take myself too seriously.
And basic word number 5, I am.
Upgrade, I tend to be, or I am the kind of person who.
Fantastic job, Alex. If our listeners are taking notes, they now have a powerful toolkit to describe themselves in any situation, from a casual party to a formal job interview.
They really do. And remember, you do not need to memorize all of these today. Just pick 1 or 2 new phrases that feel true to you and try to use them this week.
Yes, language learning is about making it personal. If you try to use a word that does not actually describe you, it will feel fake. Choose the words that match your real personality.
That is such great advice, Maya. Now, before we wrap up today's episode, it is time for our question of the day. We want to hear from you, our amazing listeners.
That is right. We want you to practice your new vocabulary right now. Go down to the comment section below this video, and we want you to describe your personality using at least one of the new phrases or sentence tricks we learned today.
For example, you could write, Hi, I am the kind of person who is very dedicated to my goals. I tend to be a bit reserved at first, but I am very loyal to my friends.
Or maybe, I am very down to earth, and I have a good sense of humor. I am a go-getter when it comes to learning English.
We want to see your sentences. We read and heart as many comments as we can, and it is a wonderful way for you to get real feedback and practice writing in English.
And if you found this episode helpful, please do not forget to subscribe to Easily Speak English. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with a study partner. It helps us create more free, high-quality lessons for you.
Also, do not forget to check the description box below. We have linked a free PDF workbook for this episode where you can find all of today's vocabulary, definitions, and a fill-in-the-blank practice exercise.
You have so much unique value to offer the world, and your personality is a big part of that. Learning how to describe it clearly in English is a superpower.
We believe in you. Keep practicing, keep upgrading your vocabulary, and keep being your amazing self.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We will see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Keep speaking.